around the need to create this. Nymph and the Naga. Like a fairy tale. You folks find that interesting, you should check out my Age of Wonders 3 Let's Play series. Or Hearthstone, because there's Nagas in Hearthstone, but yeah, there are some. Age of Wonders 3. It's a multiplayer Let's Play series with Joe. Alright, Airwatch. Torpedoes done. 2000. Yeah. So the thing about this air one, I forget, is this adds a size, and each size is more expensive than the last. Substantial, like from 2 at 1420 to 6. 4,000 it went up. 2,604, so it goes up like over 600 each. So if I can get this a size bigger, so it goes from 7 to 8 instead of 6 to 7, that'll be really advantageous. It's gonna gain size. So yeah, actually should do improve small aircraft. And heavy torpedo mounting. Yeah, it's a substantial upgrade, so I definitely want to do it. More heavily armed naval bomber. It's flexible and is active. I can start on a basic one and then turn it to the improved, and I think it keeps some of the efficiency. Remember correctly, a decent amount of it. I'll still put this here. I don't need it competing too much with aluminum. So start on one of these. Slightly impair support equipment production. And with this, will have to operate low efficiency to get all this stuff done and start a research facility very soon. Alright, October 29th. Check on that. Which is also the day of the sub thing. Wait, it's easy to remember. Alright. Boom. Raiding cruisers. I could have alternatively done So it would benefit heavy cruisers, so no. And then I can get spine tops for screen visibility too. For long. Yeah, and this automatically got upgraded with the tech bonus, or the MIO trait bonus, but also got the policy reliability without my losing the progress. That's why that was good. Wait. As I say, it didn't create a variant of these. It wouldn't have, because this is from earlier with the policy. It's obsolete anyways, actually. Probably. Well, it's a reminder that that's the most advanced subs I can currently produce. It is easy on the steel supplies, so it's not entirely useless. These require twice the steel. Oh, let's get rid of this. Well, maybe I don't want to do that till November 2nd. I hate wasting partial progress. When I get this, I can do the 3 remaining holes. Saved research days don't much or at all reduce funding. Our 15th is right around the corner. It's gonna be 8 days even. So, folks on YouTube. Yeah, my main concern is maybe somehow I'll reduce MIO funding if I save up. I forget. I'll just save and I can come back to this if that's the case. But I only have 11 days in this, so probably just want to save 11 days and then start on with the bonus 1944 destroyers. I don't necessarily want to actually produce those because the chromium and steel requirements, mainly the steel, even higher. Starting my next operative. But just because I can't afford the steel doesn't mean I can't use the engine. Just because I can't afford the whole steel wise doesn't mean I can't use the engine there. To create maybe 1940 stores with 1944 engines. Which will still be a bit more steel than I'm currently doing, but yeah. Someday these even get retrofit with better engines. It's very expensive now to do, and steel gets even more limited than it is now. 6 in that. Ooh. Visions have completed training. Oh shoot. They have, and yeah, these guys are... Also, these guys need to... Boom. Six, 9. I'm sick of that song. Should also add another mill thing. What to produce? What to produce? We have 4 advanced artillery, 2 rocket, 9 rifle batteries. Maybe just more casts. Nope. Not enough casts. Never enough casts. Especially with give it to the Soviets the rate they chew through it. Maybe I'll convert this to cast instead of nav, even though I'll lose more efficiency. Do have the one brand new nav. I'm not sure I want so much of my production to nav right now. Boom. Factor in Bornholm. Naval power projection. Boom. one more dockyard. Or no, actually, oh, I could get rid of my fuel. So here, replace it with another dockyard. That's probably better. Current fuel 60K. That's on 25. Capacity 225K. I'm pretty sure it's 100K without this. So yeah. Could get rid of the sail right now and it wouldn't do anything. Probably harmful. Anyways, start on the 4-4 destroyer. I did scale down the funding somewhat. 1161 funds. Actually, we'll take a scale up, which is weird. Doesn't make sense. Oh, it's 30% funds gain. So 900 plus 30%. Oh, that'd be 1170-ish. Yeah, so I lost 9 funds for saving up 11 days. Okay, not a huge deal, I guess. Especially when otherwise it would have been waiting 26 days or 24 days even starting this. 35 days later, tech could make a difference. Guess there's no overflow on this. Exactly the right number of dockyards. Cool. Looks like I just got a chunk of manpower. Starting that. perfect time to test if 84.45% efficiency. I do is a substantial amount going to cast. Not nearly as much as turning to something entirely new. Since the amount of nav I need is about the equivalent of, like, I don't know, half factory, I can build the capacity with the... Yeah, probably. Build capacity with it this way. Turn would be to overproduce nav and then stop producing at some point. Not sure that would be a good idea. Start another cast production line as soon as get another factory up. Oh shoot, I have too much steel coming in. The promenade, I guess, but this, I'll have 76 factories if I get rid of the fuel silo. Cool. Almost 400,000 men in the army. Legend memories. Interesting. Avoid any upgraded rifles, giving them to my men. Instead, send off to the Soviets. Vehicle mount capabilities. Next. Be available for quite a while. There's a lot of stuff in now. Let's try to increase the speed. New spy. Recruit. Let's see, the Austin person didn't have any good traits. Safe cracker, skippers. Infiltrate arsons, that's most I'm doing right now. Sure. Strength cap 77%. So yeah, they have higher counterintelligence for sure. So guy from Thor engine. Waga. Granada. This guy take over the network in Thor engine. Since they have less intel for counter intel for sure. Finish passive sonar. Good progress toward spotting tops. Service visibility reduction is probably more important. Torpedo banks. Cut a ship's visibility in half. It has 1/4 the chance to be hit because there's a square. There's its visibility over speed, and then that number is the ratio between that target profile and that of the ship attacking, and then that ratio is squared. So you cut in half the target profile, then you have 1/4 the chance to be hit. Down to the minimum chance of 5%, I think is, no, sorry, 1% getting hit. I don't remember what the minimum is, but anyways, so this is more than a 5% reduction in chance of getting hit is the point, because the whole thing is exponential. And then of course, even if it were 5% chance, that would be the time to live goes up, you know, more than that. For instance, you cut in half chance of being hit, you double your time to live. You cut something by 3/4 and you quadruple it. So time to live, you know, determines how long you can shoot at the enemy. Point being, it's a big increase in effectiveness decrease in surface visibility for my destroyers, especially because they're already very hard to hit. But because, you know, the formula, maybe that's the newest formula, it might not be active in this or older version of the game. But if it is active, then because it takes into account enemy hit profile, as ships get faster, you need your own ships to be faster to remain hard to hit. That's why I said modernizing the Navy is more important now, but it wouldn't be at an earlier point in the game. Alright, passive sonar complete. So we'll enable escort destroyers can actually hit the enemy. And I need to eat up these things, these charges, so I can get depth charge mortar without using a 75%. Wish you could choose whether to do a research speed boost, but you can't, so boom, 1940 cruiser. Wait, why is it less funding for a cruiser than a destroyer? Oh, probably because it's more modern destroyer. Consider that. Does that mean this be worth more? I don't know. Alright. And now escort destroyer. Call it frigate or something. Really, it's more of a frigate than a destroyer. Not well armed because convoy escorts, its job is to find and destroy subs. Definitely not a second light gun. It is more less effective. Think about whether I want to remove the anti-air guns. I'm not entirely sure it's worth the Navy XP. Let's see, definitely depth charges. Need two sets, do I? one's probably enough. The harder part is detecting subs, really. Made these ships too expensive since a lot of it's just having enough to protect the convoy fleet. Yeah, I can leave that relatively weak anti-air on in case of nav area or countering an enemy carrier force before it can run away. Like if enemy strike force that has carriers comes in, they can attack immediately after joining a fight, and like most ships that have to wait 6 to 8 hours. Cool. Could leave this to save the Navy XP and it's going to get really not cost effective. This balance between ideal design and Navy XP. And choose to save that as new. It's not supposed to be placement for the Delphin class. It's a parallel line. Roleplay perspective, this freight took, well, 9 years to develop, unlikely, but the engines only became available in 40. Had technology, and then it wasn't fully worked out, but theoretically possible. Maybe it took 5 years to develop if it was on the back burner for a long time, I don't know. Anyways,